What's going on, YouTube? Happy Monday, but not so happy. So I'm sitting here examining this book, still just reading up my chapters for the next book club, and I'm getting a sad feeling right now. And the sad feeling I'm getting is that we have been surrounded by Slowlane tactics. What do you mean, Abdul? Okay. Now, I'm going to read a statement to you out of this book, and you tell me, have you heard of anything like this before? And this is the reason why we don't have many millionaires. This is the reason why we have 3% of the people that actually control the world. Because they took the time out to say, hey, stop the fan. Look, the things that's going on around us right now is for the normal person. So let me just read this real quick. And this is something related to the stock market. If at the end of 1940 you had invested $1,000 into the stocks of the S&P 500, you would now have 1,341,513. And that's based on if you were 21 years old and you got your hand on $1,000, you will be a millionaire. But here's the problem with that statement. You will be 91. You see, I remember reading something about the same thing about, I think it was Johnson & Johnson Company, whatever. If you would have invested this, whatever, you'll be this. You'll make $400,000 in this time, whatever. Guys, this is turtle pace. I'll give you another one. You go to the bank, and this has happened to me multiple times. They go to the bank and they look at the balance and they say, hey, with all this money you have right here, let's just put that in an interest-bearing account where you can earn 6% per year. Or a CD where they have your money locked in place and you can earn small percentages on your money, versus if you were to take that money and put that money in a business or something that works, or something that people need, you would make up to 2,000% or more. So why are we addicted to slow pace investing? When it comes to mutual funds, they say, well, the stock market actually has been going at a pace of 12 to 13% a year. And I used to be fed this junk. I used to believe this. 12 to 13% a year, this is what it averages. But you putting your money in somebody else's hands, right? And you're telling them, please help me. Same thing with a job. You're putting your life in someone else's hands and say, please pay me a paycheck for 20 to 30 years. Why are we continuously putting our lives in other people's hands? What are we gaining from that? How can we take control of our own money, which is what real millionaires do? If you read The Millionaire Next Door, if you read these Stop Acting Rich books and things of this nature, you find out that millionaires put their money in their own hands. They really, really, really live by the statement of invest in what you know. And what is it that you know? You know your own business. You know a service that is not provided in your community or in the world that you can provide a service for and make money from. You know this. That's truly investing in what you know. It's sad. And we have become a society where we accept these slow tactics when it comes to investing money, and we wonder why we become old adults with nothing. I remember standing in line. No, when I stand in line, I was in the bread aisle, and this lady was getting ready to get bread, and she probably was 80 years old. And she's like, oh my gosh, these bread prices are crazy. But in her time when she was young, she probably remembers bread when it was 20 cents. By the time we get her age, bread probably will be $7, $8, $9 a loaf. But But by her not preparing the right way, she has to watch what the prices are doing. Everybody with any common sense knows that whatever the price is today will not be the price tomorrow. You know, my grandfather gave me statements of he remembered things when they were a nickel, when Coke was a nickel. But not Coke is no longer a nickel. Everything is going to rise. So if you're at that slow pace as far as getting money, right? And you get your $2.5 million when you're 60 something years old, that money is going to be worth about $250,000. So really, it won't be worth what you think it's worth today. So with that being said, something has to take place now. We have to start waking up, reading, becoming more financially literate, and take control of our own lives and make sure that our money's growing at a rapid rate. Because who wants to retire? I saw an old couple today playing croquet in their backyard. And they probably was 75, 80 years old. And it looked like, oh, they're doing a retirement thing. Because it was about 12, 1 o'clock. But why can't we do that younger? Why can't we do it younger? What's stopping us? Are we listening to our friends? Are we talking about, normal things in front of everybody else, around our community? Because I have learned birds of a feather don't flock together. You'll never see a bald eagle with a robin. You'll never see any type of bird with another bird just hanging out. So what that means is that you have to find the people that are different. If they don't hang out at the places you hang out, get a membership or go where they hang out. Go to Barnes and Nobles. You'll find a lot of good people there. Go to your coffee shops. Go wherever you think they are, but stop going where you've been. Because we have to break out of this cycle. And if we don't, we're going to continue to have these conversations about what the government is doing and not doing. So I'm going to leave it all up to you, because I'm ready to change. I'm not going to sit here and hold on to normal. No, it's time to change. So with that being said, guys, if this is your first time watching this channel,